The secret letter your soulmate never sent finally found its way to you. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason your eyes stopped on this message today, and it is not an accident. Long before this moment, a letter existed that was never meant to disappear. It was written during a night when someone's hands were trembling because their heart could no longer carry its own silence. Every word came from a place they had hidden from the world. They folded that letter carefully, looked at your name one last time, and then fear convinced them to keep it locked away. They believed that if you ever read those words, nothing in either of your lives would remain the same. For years, that letter stayed unseen while life kept moving forward. Seasons changed. Faces changed. Roads separated. But one thing never changed, the truth trapped inside those pages. The strange part is this. The letter never stopped trying to reach you. Every missed chance, every unexpected delay, every coincidence you could never explain was somehow connected to the message that refused to disappear. Even now, while you are listening, invisible pieces are falling into place. You may think this is just another story, but before this ends, you will understand why tonight feels different from every night before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal has remained hidden for far too long. The first line of that forgotten letter was not an apology. It was not a goodbye. It was a confession so unexpected that even the person writing it struggled to believe their own heart. They admitted they had recognized your soul long before either of you understood why your paths kept crossing. Every meeting that seemed ordinary felt unforgettable to them. Every smile you gave stayed with them long after you walked away. They kept pretending they were fine, while secretly collecting tiny memories that nobody else noticed. A single conversation replayed inside their mind hundreds of times. A simple goodbye echoed louder than any promise. Yet they convinced themselves that silence would protect both of you. They feared that speaking honestly might destroy everything before it even had the chance to begin. So the letter was folded, hidden, and forgotten by everyone except destiny itself. But destiny has a strange way of returning unfinished stories. What remained locked inside those pages has begun searching for you again, because certain truths refuse to stay buried forever. Think about the moments that suddenly came back into your memory without explanation. Think about the dreams that felt strangely familiar. Think about the name that appeared in your thoughts when you least expected it. None of those moments were random. They were quiet echoes of a message still trying to find its rightful reader. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now the impossible begins. Imagine opening an old envelope whose edges have faded with time, only to discover that every sentence feels as though it was written for this exact moment. Before the confession inside reaches its most powerful line, something extraordinary happens. The handwriting suddenly changes. The careful words become rushed, almost desperate, as if the writer realized time was running out. They admit there was one final truth they almost placed on the page but stopped at the very last second. That missing sentence became the greatest mystery of all. Nobody ever knew what those final words were supposed to be, because the letter ended in silence. Yet silence has never been the end of a real story. It has always been the beginning of a greater revelation. Right now, that unfinished sentence is closer to being completed than ever before. The answer has been traveling through years of waiting, through unexpected encounters, through moments that looked ordinary but were quietly preparing this exact night. You were never meant to discover only half the truth. The complete message is finally finding its way toward you, and when the hidden ending is revealed, you will understand why that letter could never remain lost forever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A strange feeling is growing stronger now, my beloved child. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The letter did not end because the writer had nothing left to say. It ended because someone interrupted the moment that could have changed everything forever. The paper was folded in a hurry, hidden where no one would ever think to look, and the final sentence remained unfinished. But unfinished words have a powerful habit, they continue living inside the heart. Every sunrise reminded your soulmate of what they never had the courage to send. Every celebration felt incomplete because one person was missing from the picture. They smiled when others were watching, yet deep inside they kept wondering what your reaction would have been if the letter had reached you on the day it was written. That single question quietly followed them for years. While everyone believed they had moved on, the truth was far different. The letter became their greatest secret, and the weight of those hidden pages slowly became impossible to carry. What nobody realized was that destiny had already chosen another time for you to receive its message. Not yesterday. Not years ago. But now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The deepest secret inside that letter was never about regret. It was about a promise. A promise they whispered only to themselves. They promised that if life ever gave them one final opportunity, they would never hide their feelings again. They wrote about the future they imagined, the conversations they wished they had, and the moments they dreamed of creating beside you. Then they confessed something even more unbelievable. They admitted they had tried countless times to forget your memory, but every attempt only made your presence stronger. Certain songs reminded them of you. Certain streets reminded them of you. Even complete strangers sometimes carried a smile that brought your face rushing back into their heart. They stopped calling it coincidence because coincidence could not explain something that happened over and over again. Deep inside, they started believing that one day the truth would somehow reach you, even if the original letter never did. That impossible day is now closer than ever. The missing words are no longer hiding in silence. They are searching for the person they were always meant to find. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And now the greatest twist begins. The final page of that forgotten letter held one tiny mark that almost nobody would notice. It was not a signature. It was not a date. It was a small symbol placed in the corner, as if the writer wanted to leave behind one last clue. That symbol meant, if this letter ever reaches you, then destiny has already made its decision. Think about that for a moment. Before you even heard this story, events were already moving in ways you could not see. Invisible doors were opening while others quietly closed. Every delay, every unexpected turn, every unanswered question was guiding this message toward the exact moment you are hearing it now. The greatest revelation has still not been spoken, because the unfinished sentence is about to reveal why your soulmate believed losing you was never the end of your story. The truth hidden inside those final unwritten words is powerful enough to change everything you thought you knew. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Everything changes from this moment, my beloved child. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The hidden sentence was never erased. It simply waited for the right moment to reveal itself. As the old pages rested in silence, something remarkable happened over the years. The ink began to fade, but the meaning behind those words only grew stronger. Your soulmate often returned to that letter, unfolding it with careful hands, reading every line until they reached the unfinished ending. Every single time, they whispered the same words they never had the courage to write. Those words became a silent conversation carried only inside their heart. No one else heard them. No one else knew. Yet those unspoken words shaped every important decision they made afterward. They walked away from opportunities that did not feel right. They ignored connections that seemed perfect to everyone else. Deep inside, they believed their story with you had never truly ended. They were simply waiting for the moment when the missing sentence could finally be completed. That waiting has lasted far longer than either of you could have imagined. But waiting does not last forever. Tonight, the silence surrounding that letter is beginning to crack. The closer you come to the truth, the more unbelievable it becomes. The final sentence was never meant to begin with "goodbye." It was meant to begin with "if destiny ever brings this to you." Those words changed everything. They reveal that your soulmate never stopped believing there would be another chance, even during the moments when hope seemed impossible. They carried invisible reminders everywhere they went. A forgotten photograph. A tiny keepsake. A place they secretly revisited because it reminded them of you. They never told anyone why those things mattered so much. People believed they were simply sentimental, but the real reason stayed hidden inside that unfinished letter. Every memory became another page that life kept writing after the original message ended. And now those invisible pages are leading toward one final revelation. Ask yourself why this story feels strangely familiar. Why certain emotions suddenly seem closer than before. Why your heart refuses to look away. Sometimes the answers arrive long before the explanation does. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now the greatest mystery finally begins to unfold. Imagine the envelope opening one last time, not by the hands that sealed it, but by the hands that were always meant to receive it. As the paper unfolds, the unfinished line no longer feels empty. It feels alive, waiting for one final truth to complete it. That truth has been traveling across years of silence, missed chances, and unanswered questions. Your soulmate believed that if this letter ever found you, it would mean the waiting was over and a new chapter had quietly begun. They trusted that destiny would finish what fear interrupted. The secret hidden for so long is closer than ever to being spoken aloud, and when the missing words are finally revealed, you will understand why this letter refused to stay buried in the past. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A forgotten truth is rising to the surface, my beloved child. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The letter had one final fold that nobody noticed. Hidden beneath it was a space left completely blank, as though the writer believed destiny itself would finish the message one day. That empty space carried more emotion than every written sentence before it. Your soulmate stared at it countless times, wondering whether they should finally complete the words they could never bring themselves to write. Fear always won. Time always moved on. Yet every passing year only strengthened one belief inside their heart. That silence could delay the truth, but it could never erase it. They watched life change around them while one chapter refused to close. Even when they smiled, even when they appeared calm, one question remained alive inside them. What if the letter still finds its way? That question has echoed through every season, every unexpected turn, every moment that seemed meaningless until now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The closer this story comes to its ending, the more impossible it becomes to ignore. There was one memory your soulmate never shared with anyone. On the very night the letter was written, they made a quiet promise to keep believing in what their heart already knew. They promised that if fate ever created another path between the two of you, they would never hide behind fear again. That promise became the invisible thread connecting every decision they made afterward. Whenever they thought they had finally moved on, something unexpected pulled them back, a familiar place, a familiar feeling, an unexplained dream, or a moment that reminded them of you without warning. They stopped calling these moments accidents because they happened too often to be random. They began to believe the unfinished letter was still alive, patiently waiting for the exact moment when its hidden meaning would finally be understood. And now, that moment is closer than either of you realizes. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now the silence can no longer protect the secret. Imagine turning over the very last page and discovering that the missing sentence was never truly missing. It was written inside every choice your soulmate made after that night. Every hesitation, every sacrifice, every unanswered feeling was quietly spelling out the ending they were too afraid to place on paper. The truth is almost ready to reveal itself, and when it does, you will understand why this letter survived every obstacle placed in its path. It was never meant to be found too early. It was meant to arrive at the one moment when its message could finally change everything. The greatest revelation is still waiting just ahead, and once the hidden ending is spoken, nothing about this story will ever feel ordinary again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment you have been unknowingly waiting for is almost here, my beloved child. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The forgotten envelope is no longer just an old memory. It has become a doorway between the past and the present. Your soulmate never imagined that the words they buried in silence would one day carry more power than the words they actually spoke. Every page held a heartbeat. Every sentence carried a piece of their soul. But the final truth remained protected because they believed you deserved to hear it only when the timing was right. That timing is no longer somewhere in the future. It is moving toward you now. The strange delays, the unexpected changes, and the unanswered questions were never meaningless. They were quietly arranging the exact moment when this hidden confession could finally reach the person it was always written for. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is one sentence inside that letter that changes everything. It was never crossed out. It was never destroyed. It simply remained locked inside your soulmate's heart. Those words were, "If this letter ever reaches you, it means my heart never truly left you." They wanted to write much more, but tears blurred the page before the next line could be finished. They folded the letter before fear convinced them to tear it apart forever. Yet something inside refused to let them destroy it. Deep within, they believed that one day destiny would finish the conversation they were too afraid to begin. Since that night, they have carried invisible hope through every season of life. Even during moments when they appeared happy, a quiet part of them kept wondering whether you were thinking about them too. That unanswered hope became the light that guided them through years of silence. Now the distance between the letter and its true reader is disappearing faster than ever before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now prepare yourself, because the final pages hold the revelation nobody expected. The hidden message was never just about love. It was about courage. Your soulmate finally realized that the greatest mistake was not writing the letter, it was never allowing you to read it. That realization changed everything inside them. The fear that once kept them silent has slowly turned into determination. The ending of this story has already begun to write itself, and the last secret hidden inside that envelope is ready to step into the light. When the final words are revealed, you will finally understand why this letter refused to disappear, why your paths never completely separated, and why destiny kept protecting this unfinished story until this exact moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final page has finally opened, my beloved child. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. For so many years, the greatest secret was never hidden inside the envelope. It was hidden inside two hearts that were waiting for the perfect moment to understand what silence had been trying to say all along. The letter completed a journey that seemed impossible. It survived forgotten places, changing seasons, and countless moments when it could have disappeared forever. Yet it remained untouched because its purpose had never changed. It was always searching for you. Now the last unwritten sentence finally reveals itself. No matter how much time passes, if these words ever find you, know that you were never forgotten. Those were the words your soulmate carried every single day without ever speaking them aloud. They believed that if destiny allowed this message to reach you, it would mean that hope had quietly won against fear. Every unanswered question, every unexpected delay, and every strange coincidence suddenly becomes one complete picture. Nothing was random. Every step led here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now look back at everything that brought you to this moment. Every memory that refused to fade. Every feeling that returned without warning. Every dream that seemed too real to ignore. They were not interruptions. They were gentle reminders that some stories are never finished until the truth is finally revealed. Your soulmate spent years believing they had lost the chance to tell you everything. But destiny had another plan. Instead of allowing the letter to become forgotten forever, it waited until the exact moment when its message would carry the greatest meaning. That is why this story feels different. It is not about what was lost. It is about what refused to disappear. The silence that once separated two hearts has become the bridge leading them back toward understanding. The hidden confession has finally escaped the pages that held it prisoner for so long, and its meaning is stronger now than it would have been on the night it was first written. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And now the journey reaches its unforgettable ending. The letter has completed what it was always meant to do. It reminded you that the deepest feelings are not measured by how quickly they are spoken, but by how faithfully they survive the passage of time. Some messages travel across years because they are meant to arrive exactly when they can change everything. This was never simply a forgotten letter. It was a promise that truth always finds its way, no matter how long the road becomes. As this chapter closes, another quietly begins, carrying hope instead of silence and courage instead of fear. The secret that once lived inside a folded piece of paper now lives inside your heart, reminding you that certain connections never truly disappear, they simply wait for the perfect moment to be understood. Stay till the end, because perhaps this was never the end at all.